from the Vatican is to the effect that the internal church norms with regard to how these matters are dealt with, as we've said there in the statement, in no way precludes church authorities from carrying out their civil obligations in regard to reporting and cooperating fully with the civil authorities in relation to any offences involving children. This is one of those kind of canards that just keeps emerging, you know, as if it were a self-evident fact. But obviously Rome is aware of this misinterpretation and the harm that this obviously does or could potentially do to the trust that people might have in how the church deals with these matters. And so I have to say that as a conference we appreciate hugely the fact that the Holy See, in addition to statements that we ourselves have made over recent months, makes it clear that there is no endorsement for a culture or a justification for a culture of non-cooperation with the state in regard to these matters.
You were responding to a comment by the German Justice Minister yesterday, who cited this document as basically an indication of a wall of silence when Latin is concerned. Can we just be clear what happened? There were two letters signed, both in Latin, by Cardinal Ratzinger. One directing that all credible cases of surrogate child sex abuse be referred to him. He would decide, or the congregation would decide, whether those cases would be dealt with in Rome by him or the congregation, or dealt with locally by the bishop. And it was accompanied by a second letter in Latin also, asking that this be kept quiet. There was no reference to civil authorities at all. Now, if people are, bishops are advised, to send to all bishops around the world, including yourself, I mean, bishops naturally were asked to keep quiet, so their natural reaction was to do nothing else. So there was no reference to civil authorities in either letter. So people didn't act on that, and didn't necessarily go to civil authorities. Indeed, it is from the Murphy report we know that this diocese, rather the Archdiocese of Dublin, didn't even send all the credible cases, as testified by Monsignor John Dolan, to Rome itself, never mind the civil authorities. But I mean, there was no reference in that letter, those two letters, to civil authorities. There was an injunction to silence.
Well, the Irish bishops in the famous the Green Book of 1996 made it clear that they took on themselves an obligation to report, and they never changed from that. Now, okay, there is an issue about the status of the Green document, but
John, this is a further issue. Murphy found that document was widely withdrawn.